I once made a video discussing Aka's work, pointing out how it starts off brilliantly but then ends up crashing. Later on, I realized I missed a more fundamental question. Why do we keep getting hooked every time? Why do we still click on that first episode, fully aware it might end poorly, and binge watch until the very last episode? Today I'm not here to criticize the endings. Instead, let's chat about how Aka hooks us into the story. Araki emphasizes the importance of the first page in manga in theory and practice. This principle isn't just for manga. It applies to the first line of a novel or the first few minutes of a movie. Any commercial work can't escape this first page principle, and Aka is a genius when it comes to this. Remember the opening line of Oshinogo? Have you ever wondered what it'd be like if you were born as a child of a celebrity? Now look at Kaguya-sama. The first scene shows a sweet romance, and then bam, the girl is stepping on her boyfriend's head. These scenes instantly make us wonder, what's it like being the child of a celebrity? Why does love turn into a battle? Just those questions are enough to keep you hooked. But there's a deeper question. Why are we curious about these things? How does Aka know we care? This leads us to his second weapon. At the base of Maslow's hierarchy of needs, we have survival, safety, and love belonging. We all need them, so when we see them being disrupted, we might feel two things: a desire to restore them, or a voyeuristic urge to watch how it all unfolds. Either way, we are hooked, and Aka knows how to tear these needs apart. In Kaguya-sama, there is no sweet romance in the beginning, just two proud people scheming against each other while dealing with their insecurities. Love and belonging turn into power games. Oshinogo takes it a step further, starting with the mother's murder and then constantly messing with Aqua, Kana, and Akane's relationships, making sure lovers never really come together. Safety and love are shattered here. But in Oshinogo, I believe there's even more than just primal desires at play. There's the gossip factor too. Star scandals, insider secrets from the entertainment world, the dirty truth behind the glitz, these things grab our attention. And when manga gives us a peek into that world, we naturally want to dig deeper. And then there is subversion of expectations. Just when we think Ruby will obediently handle the assistant director, she goes straight for the director himself. When we expect Kana to crumble after being filmed, only for Aqua to comfort her, she bounces back stronger instead. These unexpected twists not only surprise us, but also reveal new layers to the characters. Audiences connect more with emotions than with logic, and Aka is a master of those tear-jerker moments. Let me share some standout examples. Ai's death, Aqua cheering for Kana, Melt's growth, and Miyuki's confession. From these moments, we can spot Aka's emotional techniques, contrast. Specifically, he often sets up a character state early on, then breaks that state at a key moment to create a powerful emotional impact. For instance, Ai initially seems to be someone who doesn't understand love and only lies. Yet, in her final moments, she reveals she has always loved her children. Kana struggles with her depression before the music festival, and the narrative stresses that no one will support her. At first, barely any white glow sticks are waving in the crowd. But suddenly, not only does someone support her, but it's also her favorite person. This moment isn't just a contrast for Kana, it also hits hard for Aqua, amplifying the emotional impact. Melt starts off as a carefree character. Even when he tries really hard, viewers in the story still think, what's the big deal? He seems talentless and shallow. But soon, the narrative shows us the hard work he has put in and delivers a stunning performance that shatters our impression of him. Miyuki's setup is more long-term. In the first half of the story, he comes off as thoughtful but calculating. His schemes mainly revolve around tugging at Kaguya, but during the confession scene, all his calculations focus solely on making the confession come true. He's no longer the student council president that pretends to be tough. He shows a real side to Kaguya. So why does contrast work so well? Let's refer back to those primal desires. Before the emotional punch hits, characters often embody states that contradict those desires, like feeling unloved or out of place. However, after the moment, they age closer to fulfilling those needs. This technique digs a hole in our hearts and fills it back up, sometimes even overflowing. And that's why we feel so moved. However, emotional manipulation can also hurt a story. In the short term, it can mask logical flaws. We get swept up in the feelings and forget to question, wait, does it make sense? But when the story wraps up and emotions settle, those flaws become more noticeable. That's maybe why the endings of those two works are so controversial. These two works owe their wide appeal to the presence of likable characters. Aka's formula is really simple. Each key character combines a cute point with a strong point. It's also a way to make contrast. Let me share a few examples. I'll keep it simple and won't cover every aspect of their personalities. Kaguya and Miyuki are tsundere yet capable. Kana mixes tsundere traits with acting skills. Akane is obsessed with Kana and has strong deductive skills. Ruby starts off brash but becomes more methodical in her darker moments. This fits Aka's overall tone, blending comedy with serious, darker themes. Characters shine in any situation, making us love them consistently while letting contrast amplifying our fondness. But here's where the issue comes in. When the character's contrast fits their core identity, audiences buy it. If it doesn't, the work's reputation can start to fade. I think that's one reason these two works faced some controversy later on. Interested viewers can check out another video on this topic. So I finally figured it out. Aka's issue might not be that he can't write good endings. It's that he's too talented at crafting openings. His talent shines when it comes to drawing you in. The first page, the hook, the emotional manipulation, and the characters. They all hit right at the core of our instincts. We know there's a chance it might end poorly, yet we can't help but click play, because that opening is just so captivating. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.